Hello all, and welcome to Occult, Transylvania. I am Oli Andre Olar, and I am a practicing occultist from Transylvania, coming to you from a beautiful backdrop of an old cemetery deep in the heartland of said region. Today is Saturday, July 27th, 2024, and the intention behind this fresh new vlog, of which this is episode number 4, is to share experiences, knowledge, contemplations about a myriad topics of in the occult world: esotericism, Western Hermeticism, Kabbalah, animism, a lot of things will be explored here. And I posted on my official Instagram mysticism how things changed in the past years, like everything does eventually. I started posting on social media as I was learning astrology around 10 years ago. Various poetic explorations, Jungian writings, animistic pagan even, about this practice. I've been doing it for nearly 10 years now professionally, with hundreds and hundreds of readings. Yet, social media has changed. It's not only just posting a picture, aesthetically writing. You can still do that, which is very cool. There's so much more to it right now. You just, a dude from anywhere in the world can just get a good equipment, start recording, talk, and meet a host of people everywhere on the internet. That happened to me as I became more known in said world. But I started now on YouTube with the intention to make it's easier to talk about these topics in a longer format. On the other platforms, short form is the way to go, and for me, I feel it daunting to dilute it to something super quick. But there, I posted my new schedule about how to do this daily. New forms of content, because I want to reach out to people. I don't just want to be an island in the ocean of uncanniness that this whole topic is, but to share and get out there and be connected with everyone everywhere, because a lot of good things happen doing that, and it does a world of good to your own practices to do that. To be outward facing. So with that, on Saturdays I want to be more focused on topics of Kabbalah and a bit more mystical practices that explain the nature of creation. And I want to do this on Saturdays because the name of Saturday comes from the planet Saturn in Latin. We in Romania, we call it Sâmbătă, but it's still Saturn. It's always, all these correspondences are always around us each and every day. We seldom put our conscious attention to them, but they exist nonetheless. And in our culture, Saturdays are usually taken for granted, I feel. People put their feet up and relax and turn their mind off, which in this day and age, of course, I do understand. For a practitioner, however, the repetition of these contemplations, meditations, and rites is to explore hidden parts of your consciousness. And that entails to do the work, like going to the gym. You have to keep moving, keep doing, keep growing. In all you do, in anything, if you're an artist, a musician, you have to practice and practice and practice and practice, no matter what talent you have. As a sportsman, an athlete, you have to do the same. As an astrologer, as anything in anywhere in life, this is how you master time. And Saturn, is all about the mastery of time. And I want to put this out there not only as a reminder for anyone listening, but for me as well, to do the work on Saturn's day. One of the things poignant about the progression of time is in the act of contraction. Just like a muscle, when you go and work out, when you lift weights, when you do squats, when you do an assortment of whatever exercises, you contract muscles. You put strain on it. You turn something from, let's say, a wider berth into narrowness, and again and again and again and again. Just like when you breathe. You inhale, the lungs fill up. When you exhale, the lungs collapse, contract. When there's birth, contraction occurs as well. So there's something wider which becomes something more narrower. That is knowledge. That is creation. From the infinite ocean of chaos, things contract through time in this material plane, becoming separate parts of consciousness. You and me, a fly here, a tree there. That's what happens. One practical thing important to do on a Saturday is to contract one's consciousness, is to contract from something you used to be at, let's say, the beginning of the week, and now through the pressures and strain and stresses of life that lead to the betterment of yourself, you contract. Through time, you become something else. You better and better yourself. You grow, you evolve. And you do so with saturnine energy, contraction. You lift the weights, you contract those muscles, you give birth to yourself over and over and over again into newer and newer, brighter and brighter, more brilliant, infinite versions of yourself. This, instead of living in regret and moping about the fact that you cannot go back in time, times used to be better, things change all the time, you can see it as the universe contracting into itself through time to constantly unfold and become. In this material universe, you witness becoming through time. That's it. In other planes of consciousness, attained through contemplation, and you can see just shadows of that, that contraction is seen and felt in different ways or integrated completely into the void. So, to end the message for this vlog, remember we all die in time, not waste time, and just celebrate the fact that when you started this week, you're not the same person anymore. And Saturdays is the best time to go in a park, go somewhere quiet, somewhere a bit more wild, and have a little bit of emptiness to focus your consciousness on that contraction so you work with it instead of against it. That is all. Thank you so much, and I'll share more goodies about Patreon, Instagram, newsletters, etc. in the coming videos. Wish you well, and to whoever hears this, have a great journey going forward and enjoy life as well as death. Cheers.